Hi there, I've decided to create this blog on a topic that many people ask me about, which is in Litchi, what happens when you lose signal during a mission. So this means your remote controller and your drone no longer have signal connecting them. This could be because there's an obstacle between you and your drone, for example, if you fly behind a building. Now, what will happen during a mission? And when I say mission, I'm going to be referring to waypoint mission, which is the most common mission you'll be creating with Litchi, as well as orbit. Okay, well, the good news is Litchi will attempt to keep flying your mission, but it will perform return to home when, firstly, your battery gets to your RTH trigger level. And this is because this is governed at a firmware level. So regardless of Litchi or any third-party app, DJI will protect your drone. So if you get down to, say, RTH level of 35%, your drone will come home. Or if the firmware determines you need to go home to make it back with enough battery prior to reaching the above level. So let's just say you're really far away and you're at 45% battery, the firmware might determine to send you back at that point. Now, if you're doing an orbit, you're a little bit more at risk, as according to Litchi, if signal is lost between the aircraft and the remote controller, the aircraft will continue the orbit session until it reaches critical battery level. That's usually 10%. It will then land in place automatically, even if your failsafe is returned to home. So the one risk with orbit, it's a very low probability, because with orbit, it should come around the obstacle and regain the signal, but just something to be aware of. Now, there's one other factor during signal loss in a waypoint mission that I'm going to show you that can affect your shot. Let me take you through that now. So what can happen during a shot? Here, for example, I'm flying around a hotel called the Beacon Isle, and it's a basic advanced POI flyby mission. And more or less at this point over here, there was a signal loss between my remote controller down there in the parking lot with the building in the way and the drone. And I'm going to show you in the video that I produced what happened. Basically what happens is the drone keeps flying the mission, but you need to have radio control connection or signal to control your gimbal. So when you lose signal, Litchi won't be able to control your gimbal movements. When you resume or regain signal, it will then catch up quickly to make up for the lost time, and you'll see an abrupt or noticeable movement in your footage, and this can ruin your footage. So losing signal isn't just about return to home, it's about actually not ruining the shot. So it's always a very good idea to avoid signal loss when flying a mission. Let me show you what it looks like when you lose signal during a mission. Okay, so here I was in the mission flying around this hotel, and everything was going beautifully. And let me just fast forward to the point where the signal gets interfered with. Okay, here we go. Look at the movement. There. We lost and recovered signal. Let me just show you that again. We've lost signal and we recover it. So that kind of abrupt movement where it recovers signal and adjusts the gimbal to make up for the lost number of degrees can ruin your shot. Luckily here it's not that noticeable, but still it's something that you want to avoid. So I hope that helps you with signal loss during a Litchi mission. And as always, thanks for watching.